The amount of water is astonishing.
Today we're returning to the veg bed area.
It's all hands on deck now. We've got a direction, we've got a plan. Here we go. That is a wildfire right there. And there's our house. 2 years ago, we had our eyes opened up to the real dangers of living in this climate. Growing up in England meant this was never really a threat. However, this situation taught us a valuable lesson, one that we vowed to be prepared for from this moment on. As we invest more time and money into our property, naturally we have more to lose. Whilst this risk is now just a part of life out here, being prepared for it is a part of that too. Every year so far, we have done something towards the prevention of wildfire on our property, from cutting the grass, creating fire breaks or storing more water. And this year is no different. To improve things for this year, we have invested in this. Now this is a 2-inch water pump. The reason that we went out and bought a Honda, because when you are likely to need this to fight a fire, it has to start. You cannot be dealing with it won't start, pulling and pulling and pulling. You need to get it out, switch the engine on, pull it, and away you go. And the reality is there's only one engine out there that will do that reliably for probably 20 years, and that's a Honda. So we spent out a little bit more, but actually I still think it was great value for money. And this is an insurance policy for us. Now, we are not saying that this removes all of the risk. Obviously, there is still a great risk, and this is only useful if we are on the property at the time of a fire. However, every year we improve a little bit more and we learn a little bit more about the wildfire situation, and this is our investment for this year into fighting wildfires. So we have got 6 meters of 2-inch hose. This pump will pull up from a vertical shaft 7 meters high. So we know that even if we were to go to a friend's well or wherever, because of course this unit is portable, we know that even if this hose goes all the way down to the bottom, this pump will still suck up and work and perform perfectly. So I went for 6 meters of hose for it. It is also self-priming, which means that it will suck the water up the pipe without having to be purged of air. Now, obviously, it is designed to have a 2-inch outlet on it. That is great for a huge flow. However, we need to fight the fire with pressure and volumes is a happy medium. So I've just been experimenting a little bit here, and I've gone right down to a 19mm hose, which is tiny, it's 3/4 inch. And that is because we were given this. Now, this is like a professional wash down firefighting type nozzle, and actually Kaylee's dad had this and he gave it to us, so thank you, Terry. This is going to become very, very useful, I think. And this basically gives us a great control of the water. We can do a big fan mist, or we can do right down to a tight spray column for a long distance jet. So we had this already, so I wanted to try and use this. Just a bit of a bodge up here. I bought 5 meters of this cheap pipe just to see how well it would function going from 2 inches down to 3/4 inch. And the answer is pretty well. Crank it up a bit. So we'll go to full throttle. And now, if you can hear me, we're able to throw water maybe 20 meters at the most, but it's a pretty good jet. It's a huge quantity of water. Fight something off that's quite a way away, but also use this to wash down, douse out like this. So nice close range. Obviously we have some improvements to make. I only ran this hose just to test. As for water we're going to use, obviously we've got 1 IBC here, but the other thing is we've got a swimming pool full of 13,000 litres of water. This will, at this current flow rate, empty an IBC, so 1,000 litres in about 10 minutes. Hopefully we never have to use it in anger, but it's going to be very reassuring knowing that we have this now to hand if we ever do need it. Whilst I'm packing this away, I just want to highlight we're not trying to be firefighters here. We just want to protect our property and to give us some time. All of the firemen are out, they're all working as hard as they can, and obviously protecting property comes first, but you can never be sure that there's going to be enough guys, enough water and all the rest of it. So this is the idea for us, is that this system will just buy us some time, if nothing else. It isn't trying to be a fireman, it's more about just protecting what's ours and doing the most that we can with the resources that we have here, which to me just makes sense. But I can see how some people might be like, leave it to the firemen. With us living so close to this long grassland, you know, it's a tinderbox and it's a real risk. Yeah, so these sort of things just help us sleep a bit better at night, you know?
Okay, so me and the kids are going to do a bit of a rejig today. We need to pull out the old cucumber plants that have now finished from this bed, tidy it all up a bit. We're going to put some fresh compost on the top, because over time what happens is the raised beds sink. That's probably because we're using the Hugel culture. Hugel culture approach, which means that the logs and everything at the base of the beds are starting to rot down and squash. So we're going to top it all back up again, and then we're going to start looking at getting the next lot of veg in. We've already planted some broccoli seeds, and we're also hoping to have some cauliflower. We're just going to go with the flow. So today's a bit of a prep time, and we also need to sort out the melons. I think we need to build some kind of trellis, don't we?
Yeah.
Because they've just gone.
And we forgot them at Practica.
Oh yeah, we were going to go to Practica and buy some trellis.
But we forgot them.
We did, we forget.
But Mummy was so focused on pool filters.
I was focused on pool filters. Daddy told me I needed to get pool filters, so I completely forgot the reason why I wanted to go into Practica. So maybe we'll try and build some form of trellis to support the melons.
Yeah, and these melons are like the size of a ball.
They're huge, aren't they?
Really, they're enormous.
Right, let's give it a go.
Ember, it's your time to shine. Yeah, do some flattening.
This in total is 1.5 builder's bags. So I'd say maybe 1.1 cubic meters of chip at the most, maybe a cubic meter.
And it's about this deep.
We have actually covered about a quarter of the area of the grazed beds, so we've got a lot more chipping to do, but this would be like a slowly thing. You know, we build the cardboard up as we buy things here, and as we get stuff delivered, we save all the cardboard, and we'll be doing the same with the wood chips. So any dead trees that we cut down, any dead limbs, we save them all, and then we do a bit of a shredding session, pile it up, and then we can do another bit on the garden. But I think it looks really good. You're happy with it?
Yeah.
It's your garden at the end of the day?
Yeah, I love it.
Emma.
And you? Ember's happy?
Chop, chop.
Is it a thumbs up?
Thumbs up to the camera?
Oh, no.
Oh. Yeah. So, yay, we got a thumbs up.
Finally.
So yeah, a bit more work to do here, but again, the garden is sort of a gradually thing, same as the greenhouse. You need to
potty training.
You need to go home to the potty? Yeah. Come on then. A couple of videos ago, I mentioned when I was floating around in the pool that our drone had broken, and so we were saving up for a new one. Well, a very good friend of ours has donated us a very posh DJI Mini 4 Pro, which is just phenomenal, with an RC controller. I know they don't want to shout out, but you know who you are, and thank you very much. This is a very exciting thing for us and will transform our videoing. So lots more drone shots to come, and much less crashing into trees, hopefully, because this one's got sensors on it too. So thank you very much. You know who you are. Appreciate it. Let's show you some of those drone shots with the nice sun setting. Before I start my next job with the digger, I thought I'd just let you know that it has just clocked 100 hours, which for a machine is actually no time at all, but it feels like quite a monumental occasion for the little digger. So I thought I'd just give you a little tiny 2-minute review. Do we like it? Yes, as most of you are probably aware, I flipping love my digger. Would I buy another one? Yes, I definitely would. Would I buy the same one? Difficult. If we had more money, I definitely wish I'd have gone for a bigger size to make... The main thing is actually this is powerful enough. It's got plenty of power in it. The main issue is the weight. When you try and dig the ground, it just drags itself along if the ground's too hard. So it just needs a bit more weight to it. I will be out of warranty on it next month in August. So at that point, maybe I will start looking into doing some modifications myself, putting some more weight into the machine with counterweights and bits of steel and stuff to try and make it a bit more capable. If I was in the position again, would I buy a Japanese machine that's worn out or this? And that question I've literally been trying to answer myself for ages. It's difficult because the Japanese machines, there is no doubt about it, they are much better machines. They're much better quality, much better made. But anything for this kind of price bracket, they were absolutely worn out like you wouldn't believe. And the cost of pins, bushes, pumps, gears, tracks, it adds up very quickly. So it would have become probably twice the price of this once we got it all sorted. The thing I'm most disappointed with in all of this, and to be honest, it's probably expected, is the pin slop. So 100 hours, I would not expect pin slot like that, you know, and it's everywhere. It's all the rams, all the bushes, you know, there's slot in everything. There is a chance that I can put a better quality pins and bushes in, but I haven't had a chance to strip it down and have a look yet. If I can upgrade it, I will, and obviously then that sorts the problem anyway. The second downside, the pump is only a single pump, which means that really you can only run one action at full speed. Often on a digger, you'll be scooping the bucket, bringing the dipper arm in and bringing the main boom in as well. So like doing this, that's 3 motions at once. And if you try and do all 3 full power, it happens so slowly that you can't do anything. So you have to sort of do it at like 3/4 power to everything. So you have to be really good with the controls to make it smooth operating. So that's just the way it is. I always knew it was a single pump machine. I knew it would have that limitation. For reference, a Japanese machine has got 3 pumps. Also means that if one track starts to spin, all of the power just goes to that track, because there's no other pump to power this one. So you have to be clever with the levers. It's not the end of the world. It's just something that lets it down a bit, you know? Nothing here is beyond me upgrading, but with everything it's time and money. So I'm very, very happy with it. If it broke today, I'd want to replace it immediately. But whether I would replace it with the same thing or not, I don't know. It's so much better than a shovel. And actually, there's loads of jobs here that it would have cost us a fortune to get done, bringing a driver in with a digger. Definitely for us in this environment, having a machine like this is invaluable, and I actually don't think you can really put a price on it, how much we use it for everything. So there you go, a little rundown on the Becker B13, my little digger. And may many more hundreds of hours be clocked without any trouble.
With every day being pretty much 40 degrees plus.
It's ridiculous.
Until past 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Last night it was 40 degrees at 9:15, which is just crazy. Our days here have definitely been a lot slower.
Yeah, I can't even explain the difference between 35 degrees and 40 degrees. It is mind-boggling. 35 degrees is like you can still get on, just keep in the shade as much as you can, drink lots. 40 degrees, down tools, forget it ever happened, mate. It's not happening. This, where we're stood right now, in case you can't work out from the rubble,
It's changed so much. It's changed so much.
I looked back at our videos, it was October.
No, it wasn't.
It was October when we were taking the roof off, and we said, get this, if you haven't been back and watched that video, get this, we said we'd like to be inside for Christmas.
Yeah, but we didn't state what year.
Well, that's true, yeah, that's true. Here we go. It is time now to get on with the little barn. The reason we haven't got on with this, obviously we've had some other things going on. The pool area and stuff had to happen, and I'm so glad that we did prioritise that. But also we've been saving up some money. So we've got a little pot together now, which means that was what I was worried about. As we start on this, we run out of money and it just sits there, all the new building materials,
Yeah.
which we don't really want. So.
Also, we'll be honest, we kept changing our mind. We had about 4 or 5 different thoughts and plans and potential for this plot.
So we were looking at doing a concrete slab with a timber frame building. We've been looking at bricks. We've even looked at the straw bale option for here.
In our absolute moment of pure, it's getting crazy, we need to get somewhere for winter, we even looked at pricing up a prefab.
We did.
And we also have to remember that this barn is not our big project.
No.
The reason why we want to crack on with the barn is just to extend our living area. Because although we're comfortable in the caravan, the children just keep growing. I don't understand it, but they just keep growing. And
the winter on the decking, even with the sides and the wood burner, was rough. You know, it was manageable, but it was rough. We know what we want to do here. We've made a plan, and now we're going to action the plan.
Hello, darling. You all right?
The plan is, I'm not going to tell you the whole plan. I'm not going to tell you what we're actually doing. You're just going to have to watch. Stay tuned.
Yeah, and also, let's face it, our plans never go like this.
Yeah, they're never a straight line, are they?
And they kind of go off a cliff and then back round.
Yeah.
You needed help.
Hello, Trouble.
We're talking to the camera.
We would really like to have a dried-in structure. So I would like floor, walls, windows and doors, roof. And we would like that, we would like that before Christmas. It would be wonderful to just have this space I don't care about heating. I don't care about plumbing.
Yeah.
I don't even care about electrics. We can put an all powers in the corner. Let's just get a dried in space that we could use. Put a sofa in here and have a lounge or something. It'd be wonderful.
Christmas this year, yeah?
Christmas this year.
And we're going to try really hard to just stay on this track, aren't
Yes. Yeah, so
we? Not get distracted.
we're going to
by
not
other
get
projects.
distracted by other projects. Unless something's urgent, unless something's broken, we need to fix something or something happens. It's all hands on deck now. We've got a direction, we've got a plan, and I hope that you guys will join us on this. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Also, can we just do a massive thank you to every single one of you who has either just joined our channel or has been following us for a while, and you have watched, commented, sent us messages, shared the Liberation video. So for those of you who don't know, Liberation, brilliant YouTube channel documenting alternative ways of living, van life, car life, tiny homes, you name it. Our video got released a week ago, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, a week or two ago.
And it was fantastic. We were so chuffed to have a record of our land at that point.
Yeah, I have to say, they
beautiful.
picked the perfect day to come at the perfect time of year. Like, the land was all green and lush. It looks like a brown desert now by comparison. But yeah, thank you all so much for every interaction, every like, share, everything. Anyway, that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And of course, as always, we'll see you in the next one.
Melon.
One digger. You can just say hello. You don't need to rant.
We're quite dramatic, this one.
Very dramatic, this one.
We're going to go into the...
You're
Are you
gonna cry, are
crying?
you? Okay.
Oh, you're
now?
happy?
I thought it has now just, before I start, oh my goodness, a pretty good, don't know, 40 degrees wearing wellies. Pretty good interest? Oh.
Windows,
And
doors
walls.
and conservatories. I said you buy one, you get one free. Sorry.
That is such a narrow reference that there is 5 people watching that
I
will get
didn't
that.
do it for the camera, I just did it to make you laugh.
Did we get 2 minutes?
Yeah, she needs help.
Yeah, we got 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That was our lot.
That was it.
That was
We're
it
done.
for today. Oh, you're bringing me 200 metres of irrigation pipe. Please do not drop that.
Yep.
Yep. Or something happens. Yes, darling. You want to come up on the wall? Risk averse? No. Rubbish at this today.
While I've got you here, can I just show you my melons?